Hey YouTube, how's it going guys? This is my take on Tom Ford Cafe Rose, and this fragrance hit the market in 2012 and it is classified as Oriental Floral. It opens up with quite strong, I would say traditional rose, also a sharp and spicy rose with some pepper and quite a lot of saffron. As it dries down, it definitely starts to warm up. This rose is starting to become woody with sandalwood, and also you get hints of incense, and you get some definitely not only some, definitely a lot of patchouli too, and amber kind of around the whole composition, I would say. This fragrance, it's a typical rose fragrance, I would say. It mixes with all the compositions that rose usually mixes with. The name though can be misleading. Cafe, rose, and not a single bean of coffee on my skin. I couldn't detect coffee in this fragrance at all. So if you're looking for coffee, feel free to skip this one. Absolutely no coffee, or at least on my skin. I don't know if anybody else gets some coffee, but not me. And this rose is a dark rose, definitely. Certainly more on the feminine side of things, especially in the opening. As it dries down, it becomes more unisex, but I'm not really sure I would like to smell this on men. The lasting power is quite good, and it lasts around 8 to 12 hours every time I wore it. As being dark rose, woody and spicy, I would definitely say this one is more suitable for colder weather. And yeah, spring, cool spring days, fall and winter. Projection is not so good on me. It projects moderately, like for an hour or so on me, and then it just dies down. It becomes really close to the skin. So those were kind of the facts about the fragrance, and now I really want to tell you my personal opinion. To be honest, and if you are a fan of this fragrance now, you may want to just stop watching. I'm not a huge fan of this. Just to make it clear, I don't have to love fragrance, it doesn't have to fit my personal taste in order for me to give it a higher marks. But it has to, I have to be able to recognize certain qualities, certain way it's blended well, and certain boldness to it, the uniqueness, or you know, just any aspect of quality to give it a high mark. It doesn't have to be my personal taste, and this one definitely isn't my personal taste, but also when I put that aside, I still don't think it's something special. It's quite, you know, I'm underwhelmed with it. Definitely not something that would that would cause any kind of emotions in me. Not even not the way it's blended, not even the quality. I can, you know, I can definitely find other rose-based fragrances that try to do the same thing for much cheaper price, but did it in much better way. And the example is Declaration de Un Soir by Cartier, which is kind of a fragrance for men actually, but I think it's very unisex. And they kind of managed to do the same thing, blend rose with spices and woods, but in much better way. And when it comes to that, I just have to pay attention to its price tag. I have to take it into consideration, because when I pay 200 American dollars for 50 milliliter bottle, then the price is definitely something I must take into consideration, and I just don't think it's worth the price. If you know Noir de Noir, that one is amazing, from Tom Ford, and they done that rose perfectly, but I'm really not impressed with this one. You know, it's like an okay fragrance, but I expect a lot more from fragrance with such a price tag. And also I would expect a lot more if this was only, if you want to call it like that, only a designer. So yeah, it won't get higher or high marks at all. from me. I would kind of describe it, if Tom Ford took the test with this fragrance, then he wouldn't fail. He wouldn't get an F, because they did something. It's not that it's just it's not pure garbage. Definitely, it's not that bad, but it's not something excellent. It's not something above average, in my opinion, at least. So, it's kind of like, yeah, Tom Ford, you won't get an F for this one, but you most certainly won't get much higher than D or C minus from me. Thank you guys for watching. Please share your opinion with me about this one. I'm really interested in, do any of you guys get any coffee at all with this one. Thank you for watching. Please comment down below, rate, subscribe, and see you soon with another video. Bye.